expected to play Max Duggan at least one series in the first half, and it just never materialized.
Here's his first run. Duggan. Nice run on first down, picks up 15 yards.
Jacob Saylor's on the offensive side probably been the best player in the league. Over 200 total yards and 4 TDs through a couple of games. Duggan calls his own number. And the former Heisman Trophy finalist with a first down.
We hope to see Akeem Butler back next week after the hamstring injury. Confusion, Duggan is going to make something out of nothing ahead to midfield. Battlehawks near midfield. Max Duggan on in relief of Manny Wilkins. Delivers a strike, and that'll move the chains. Jake Sutherland the grabs, tackled by Donald Payne. And just like that, the Battlehawks in plus territory. Sutherland from Moorhead State on first down. Duggan delivers another accurate pass, and Frank Darby brought down near the 40. Donald Payne is mic'd up for us today.
I mean, it's a great step forward. You know, every day our coach preach about red zone pressure, making sure that we get in and we put points on the board to make it.
2 touchdowns already in our first quarter. Near the end of the frame on third down. And Duggan across the middle, wide open is Mims. That will move the sticks. Ronnie Jones, Roy Philpott, Cole Kublik, Harry Douglas. And as Duggan launches in the flats, Howard has it. Cole, what would you say about Duggan and how he acts? Battlehawks need points on this drive. It's play action for Duggan. Looking deep again, and now we'll buy some time. He can run it a little bit, steps out near the 45. Be a 58-yard field goal attempt from here. Instead, they'll roll the dice. 4th and less than a yard, and the screen, there it is to Sailors, an easy first down and a lot more. Big play for the Battlehawks, who are in business. And that makes all the difference in the world for all of these skills that he brings to the table. This time it's Duggan trying to get to the edge and takes a tumble towards the 7. Down at the 6, Will Clark again.
Arlington's offense has only had one real drive, and that was set up by a fumble recovery on a punt.
Pop pass to Pearson around the edge. Pearson going to pick up a first down. Well, speaking of hockey,
I don't blame the officials for throwing the flag. Not a lot in it, though.
Joe Smith from Pittsburgh, 3rd year with St. Louis. Duggan wants to run it, and it's going to be tripped up near the 30. Get some of that penalty yardage back. Donald Payne.
Were you a sloppy Joe guy?
I was not a sloppy Joe guy.
Stop lying, Roy. Stop telling stories.
The square pizza with the 3 pepperonis on it.
Rectangle. Rectangle.
Oh, that's right. It was more of a rectangle. Quadrilateral. You know what I'm talking about. Duggan, the Heisman Trophy runner-up. Same year he led TCU to the national championship game against Georgia. He'll buy some time across his body. The pass is there. That's a first down, St. Louis. Empty backfield. Does Duggan want to run it here? He does. Straight ahead on 3rd and short. And a big gain on the ground for the former TCU standout. Good blocking up front.
Wide 80.
3rd and 6 for Duggan. He's going to run straight ahead, and Duggan is going to lower the shoulders and move the chains for St. Louis.
Wide 80.
And quickly get it out to Sailors as Sailors tries to get upfield. Max Duggan, who's in for Manny Wilkins, who suffered a season-ending injury.
Wide 80.
2nd and 4. Duggan again is going to try to do it with his legs, and that is where he's finding success early on. 3rd down and 2. Duggan to pass, gets it out of the backfield to Sailors, and Sailors will surge upfield for a first down for St. Louis.
We might get a little something. We got the box. Now we got Max on the edge. Hopefully we pick up some positive, and we did.
Oh, I just love hearing that inflection in his voice.
This is part of his game. We all saw it at TCU. We got to keep it going. Well, I'm seeing man-to-man pressure. We see what they do. We got a shot out here if he stays there, but it looks like 2.
2nd and 2.
It's a big play. I mean, so on this one, I believe we got a lot going on. We're going to read it. He's going to pull it just like he just did, and now we're going to get a touchdown.
Or close to it.
Again, we're seeing a sequence.
Duggan into the end zone. Max Duggan.
I remember reading this end man on the line of scrimmage when he crashes. Just Just know that you're not getting brought down with a shoulder tackle. That's the TCU version of Max Duggan, the physical, competent runner. We didn't see a ton of last week. He's looking more like his old self this week so far.
180.
Duggan off the turnover, and Max Duggan gets it complete to Sutherland.
One-on-one coverage.
Second and goal, Duggan. And he makes his way through. It's another touchdown for Max Duggan.
And then it was the bread and butter for St. Louis, giving Max Duggan the ball, letting him use his speed and physicality. And this is what we haven't seen a ton of, the accuracy in the quick game for Duggan. Great ball there, low and outside.
That is marked, by the way, with the red hash you see. You see it under St. Louis's name on the scoreboard. Is still having the challenge. As this is Jackson, as he gets it to midfield. And there is the rule that we're citing in terms of why they lose the challenge. And here is Duggan again. Would you look at the game he is having?
180.
Second and 9. There is the slant. There is the go. There is the target. And here goes Hakeem Butler. DJ Miller fell down. And big Hakeem Butler delivers.
Great job by Max Duggan of seeing this safety. If he stays inside, you got the one-on-one on the outside. He does, so nobody over the top for Hakeem Butler. Just throw it up and let your guy go make a play on the double move. You see DJ Miller falling there on the double move. A wide open Hakeem Butler, and welcome back to the UFL. It was actually good coverage initially by Miller before he fell. You just can't make a mistake going up against 88.
Hakeem Butler, who was a 4th-round draft pick by the Arizona.
And Seneca Wallace, the quarterback coach, longtime NFL player. Big star at Iowa State back in the day. And there's that big wind-up on first down, and he completes it. He makes it work for him. Ja'Cour Pearson with the catch and a first down.
They certainly, this is a pride game for them against this Renegades group.
3rd and 4, Duggan got a man open on the side. Blake Jackson, first down, Battlehawks.
And let's face it, this Arlington defense, really for the majority of this season, has been probably the best defense in the league. Outside of last week when DC got after him a little bit, this defense has been very good.
Duggan on the keeper, falls forward, and they spotted for first down.
#1 scoring offense in the UFL, but for whatever reason, they have really struggled against Arlington.
Duggan gets around the edge and forced out of bounds right at the 39-yard line. 13 combined. Plenty of time. No one open. He runs again, gets the first and more. Max Duggan looking for a block downfield, dives and stopped at the 1-yard line.
You know, sometimes it's a detriment, but most of the time it's a huge asset, and he runs at 38 yards down inside of the 5-yard line. Look, he runs himself into exhaustion. I remember he's playing against Kansas State in the Big 12 championship game, and he runs down there. It's like he couldn't even stand.
Let's see what he can do here on 3rd and 6. Going up top, looking for Butler. Caught. Flag on the play, but the touchdown, if it stands, right over Jaden Price.
It's when you're batting 1,000, and again, once your best wide receiver, or in this case your big wide receivers on the inside in the slot, he has more room to work, and it's a more difficult play for the defensive back who gets a bit lost in space. And that time Duggan does give him the air. Brock, you heard him say to Butler on the sideline, I got to give you a chance, I got to get the ball up. He did it on that time.
Well, big touchdowns for Butler. There's Jerome Clapp from Cap.
What Max Duggan needs to do is get this ball past the chains or outside the numbers.
First throw, caught. Good move after the catch. And that's Darby running it out to midfield. And St. Louis will use the advantage of that first down to stop the clock while they reset things.
Yeah.
Duggan fires that one, caught. Another first down. Blake Jackson.
And allows the linebackers to get out there and make a play.
Duggan being chased by Odom. Lowers his shoulder, gets out across the 15-yard line. They'll spot it right there on the 15.
Wide 80, right side.
Pressure coming. Duggan winds, throws, and Jackson escapes for the first.
Set on. Wide 80, right side.
Sailors out of the backfield. Caught by Jackson, a first down.
3 weeks ago in Arlington. The time is now for Duggan to show what he can do. Backside pressure, he'll avoid it. Duggan will buy some time and a first down. Drive starts there for St. Louis.
I'm on that inside step, and if I don't come back outside, that's when you're going to give the outside movement.
Yeah, basically I just got to keep him true, you know? So if he say it like vertical, I'm going to take the inside. If he say it like, short side me, I got to take the edge.
Thanks, Peter.
Oh, yeah, hey, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful moms out there. Much love. Off.
So situations like this won't happen.
And Frank Darby was right there by the crossbar. This time it's Duggan across the goal line, plunging in. And on 3rd and goal from the 10, here comes St. Louis, the early score.
Max Duggan has not been effective throwing the football, but he has been incredibly effective.
Duggan's got a little bit of time. They'll try to set up the screen. Sailors has it, waiting for the convoy. There it is. Big play, Battlehawks. 3rd and 7. Duggan, pressure. By a little bit of time, fling it out to the perimeter, and the pass is going to be hauled in. Gary Jennings stayed in bounds.
St. Louis is going to start to go fast if they can get this drive going.
Dump off route. And Hakeem Butler drifting backwards. That'll be his first reception of the season that didn't end in a touchdown. Duggan will try to push it down the field. Heaves one deep. Darby is there, and he brings it in Memphis territory, and a massive conversion.
It's important for this Memphis defense. They gave up a touchdown right before halftime last week versus Houston. So you want to kind of get a stop here or hold them to a field goal. You don't want them to get into the end zone.
It's been lacking. Pearson goes in motion. And a quick strike on the slant. Pass is caught. That's enough to move the chains again. It's Gary Jennings, so it's Duggan. He has been accurate. The 1980s. On 2nd down, Duggan wants to throw it, and he does. Delivers the goods, and they are grabbed. Pearson came back a little bit for the touchdown. And from 13 yards out, here comes Max Duggan. He's entered the chat. He looked like a different quarterback on that drive.
Certainly did. And the time that he was given was tremendous as well. Court Pearson, you're going to get a couple of short routes from me.
Abides by his 7 principles. Winning football, he calls it his formula. Go back to Blake Jackson one more time to the well, close to a first down. 4 minutes in to our second half. Sutherland goes in motion. Into the flats. He'll retrieve it, pick up the first and a little bit more. 90 seconds to go in our 3rd quarter. Duggan, pockets clean for now. Floats one deep, man-to-man coverage. Jennings comes up with the catch. At 39.
I thought for sure that Cameron Dantzler cutting in front of Jennings was going to be able to take this away. But the 1-2 by the receiver doing a great job when they hit the ground of having that arm in there and ripping it away from the defender.
That's another great point, Cole. He was connecting from 63 yards out in pregame, but the wind is shifted. Duggan will get what he can and slide out of bounds. 4 birds, nothing to it, all 9s.
Get to him. Burger tackle.
I'm going to let him get the play call here, guys, but remember one thing, Coach.
It's not necessarily in the middle of the field. It's just preventing points once teams enter that red zone.
From the 35, out pattern to the tight end, Sutherland. And Jake Sutherland has a first down out beyond the 45-yard line.
And then if they get too many guys in the box, which they don't right now, with 2 safeties, this should be a quarterback power right here.
This is a go zone for Duggan. Always has been. And that's why. That is why right there. Touchdown, Battlehawks. No question about that. Look out! The go zone. Max Duggan says, period, exclamation point, I got you again.
Able to run it in. Watch this. Here you've got all four of these players, two safeties and two linebackers, way separated, which means look at the middle of the field. It's wide open. Why? Because it's an empty formation. There's no backs in the backfield with Max Duggan. They did it on the previous snap. They ran that sweep over to the right side and scored a touchdown. Here they spread things out, and Duggan sees the middle of the field. It's wide open. And right now, not quite feeling that rush of the Battlehawks as it gets to him on that sack.
First and goal from the 12. On the read. Duggan for the pylon. Touchdown.
Back run. As we take a look at the pylon to see if Duggan was able to touch that pylon with the football, he sure did. Again, this guy has a nose for that goal line. The competitive spirit of number 14. He's able to get to that pylon, get the ball into the end zone, and another rushing touchdown for Max Duggan. Duggan's threat. I expect Birmingham to start going to a single safety look and dropping a safety down to stop the run.
That time on that read, Duggan decided to keep it.
You know, he's had Manny Wilkins and Max Duggan, and it's more of a run threat at quarterback, and so the outside passing game just hasn't been there.
Pressure again, and he's flushed. And Duggan ushers himself out of bounds after a negligible gain. But he, too, is still, as they say, getting accustomed to having them as teammates. Over the middle and right on cue. Blake Jackson, that other wide receiver. And the former D3 quarterback.
Get this ball to about the 40-yard line on the opposite side, and they can probably attempt a field goal from there.
Yeah, you've got an NFL kicker waiting in the wings. This pass is caught by Darby.
There you go.
And you're in field goal range.
Last week, we were doing the Birmingham game, and Dabo Sweeney was on the sideline.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sure he's at home watching right now and pretty happy about his former player.
Nice catch by Jake Sutherland. Yeah, Dabo, and I got this. Howard in the backfield on 2nd and 7. Duggan. Boy, he's counting his money back there, and look out.
And he's made that adjustment here today and been more aggressive with more players at the line of scrimmage against Max Duggan.
And there goes Duggan off of a zone read look to Sailors. He carries it himself.
Come down, you do have man defense across the board.
That's a rifle shot from Duggan. Yeah, he's been very effective. Very quietly, too. Duggan, that one is cradled, and it's Hakeem Butler. And 88, who we know is great, is pounding his chest saying, yeah, find me, right between the 8.
Wide 80, right side.
Starting from the 20, Duggan to the air. Right away, hit as he throws, but gets it out to Butler, and Hakeem Butler with the short reception. Castillo on the stop. 6 yards on the first down, 2nd and 4. Duggan, back-to-back passes, going deep. And it is caught, Ja'Cour Pearson. Big play for a first down.
Wide 80, right side.
They fake the handoff. That one's complete to Sailors right at that first down marker.
Wide 80, right side.
Give it to Pearson. Tries to use his speed to get around the corner out to the 20-yard line. They'll measure it right there.
Wide 80, right side.
Out of the backfield, Sailors, another first down, spin move, and he gets it inside the 10. And this is an impressive opening drive by the Battlehawks.
Making decisions in a quick fashion.
Well, they throw it again, winds up, gets the first. Completes it out to the tight end, Jake Sutherland, on 3rd and 11. Four-man rush. Duggan winds up, high, caught. Blake Jackson, first and goal, Battlehawks.
This route right on top of the linebacker. Watch this linebacker right here. As soon as the route gets on top of him, ball is out, and that corner is trying to collapse, and then that's excellent job by Blake Jackson. Athleticism to go up there, high point this ball before he can get into that corner. And Chris Steele couldn't.
He beat my Wolverines to go to the national championship. I mean, he is as impressive as a competitor as I've seen.
Here he throws it down low. Butler with the catch. Duggan winds up. Butler first down.
At this point, another 15, 20 yards to be in field goal range.
Duggan hit as he throws, sticks it right into the breadbasket of Ja'Cour Pearson.
Becoming a better, more efficient passer, and I think in a lot of respects he's done that.
It's working tonight. Here's Duggan back to pass again. Wide open Pearson. Ran a little backwards there eventually. Duggan, his first run of the night. Duggan, his arm hit, but he still completes it. And it's Darby into the end zone for the touchdown.
Great adjustment here. Watch on the outside. He's going to kind of hook over, and then he's going to come back to the football. As Duggan goes onto the outside, he comes back to the football, and then he's able to get into the end zone. That's exactly what Anthony Becht wanted to see, not only from his offense, but from his quarterback. Like I said, that was likely Max Duggan's last series before the postseason, and he wanted to leave the field with a sweet taste in his mouth, and throwing for a touchdown is exactly what you want. 12 of 17, 130.
So an important third down. Pressure coming. Duggan runs it. Enough room for the first down and more out across the 25-yard line, and that is what makes him dangerous. 23 yards on the run.
That's exactly what makes him dangerous, and you cannot just allow the middle of the field to be wide open like this, because as soon as he has a gap, there it is right in the middle of the field. Nobody's eyes are on the quarterback. Can be an issue and certainly something to watch for the rest of the day.
We will keep an eye on it as he goes to the air here on first down. Out of the backfield, Sailors. Nice cut inside. Jacob Sailors, and he's going to pick up 9 yards.
And then the kill from the quarterback. I'll be explaining a little bit more on that.
Well, they kill it with Duggan running it. And that's a design run play for the quarterback who let old.
And, you know, taking advantage of that.
Keep moving them.
Yeah, definitely.
Max Duggan on first down. Thank you, Devin. Up and over, Jake Sutherland. Gets 15 yards in the first, and maybe that'll get him going. They have been quieted by this DC offense. Here's Duggan, stepping up and running. Falls forward, give him 6 yards on the run. The St. Louis crowd not being happy with the offense, and probably shouldn't be. Here's Duggan, low ball, Darby with the catch.
You know, defensively, they've obviously played about their worst game of the year.
Ja'Cour Pearson on first down. Fourth sack of the game for DC. Just misses the fifth. Just kind of throws that out there for Jarvian Howard. And Howard going to be stopped well short of the first down.
The offensive line coach for St. Louis, not the day he wanted either.
Here's Duggan. Gets it out. Jarvian Howard out of the backfield. And he fights his way out across the first down at the 36-yard line.
You got to have eyes on him and play zone.
Of course.
Duggan winds up and completes that one out to Frank Darby. Good run after the catch by Darby. St. Louis looking for a big play, and they get it. There's a flag down on the tackle as well.
Defense number 21, 15-yard penalty. First down.
Trey Dean called for it.
Yeah, and Duggan's got to kind of slide over to his left, and he gets that ball. Seventh play inside of the 5.
Duggan gets it into the end zone. Finally on 4th and goal. So the remaining fans have a little something to cheer about as they get ready to slide into the offseason.
On this right side, you're going to get blocking down, and then you're going to get kind of these lead blocks up in front. And then it's all on Duggan, and they clear a path, and number 14 walks into the end zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Too little